Now let us try to understand how to deal with non-inertial frames. Okay, so till now we have understood inertial frames of reference and how to apply Newton's first law, second law. Let us try to deal with non-inertial frame and how to make non-inertial frame equations and inertial frame equations same. So whether you have to add any term or whether you have to subtract any term, so that let us try to understand. Okay. Pseudo forces is the concept that we are going to learn to make non-inertial frames as a inertial frame equations, or to have the comparison between the real case and the real case and pseudo case. Actually speaking, so when you are where this concept comes is actually when you are moving in the lift, when you are moving upwards, the lift is moving upwards with an acceleration, and you will feel that your weight is heavy. You will feel heavy weight. And when the same lift, if it is accelerating downwards, and you will feel that your weight is light. Okay. But actually speaking, truly speaking, your weight is not changing. But what you are feeling is your weight is changing. So there is some term to be added or to be subtracted so that the real case and that what you feel can be balanced. So that is where the pseudo force concept comes. Are you getting my point? So wherever, if you are moving in a lift or elevator upwards, you will feel your weight is you are gaining your weight, and when the lift is moving downwards, you will feel as if you are losing your weight. But actually speaking, you are not losing or you are not gaining your weight. That is only what you feel. That is called apparent weight. Okay. So in that case, what is the term, extra term? Why you are feeling heavy weight while you are moving upwards? So you are feeling heavy weight means something to be added to it. And when you are moving downwards in the lift, you are feeling light means something to be subtracted from it. Okay, that some force, whatever that force to be added or to be subtracted, we call it as pseudo force. It's an imaginary force, pseudo force. Okay, and whenever you are talking such kind of cases like elevator case, there is a non-inertial frame. So whenever there is a non-inertial frame, there is a pseudo force occurs. To understand the pseudo force, let us solve this various condition. Lift is at rest. The lift is at rest. Its velocity is 0. Acceleration is also 0. The reaction force is only your weight. There is no extra pseudo force will act here. So conclusion, your weight is same as what you will feel because pseudo force is 0 since lift acceleration is 0. In the second condition, if you take lift is moving upward or downward with a constant velocity, then velocity is constant. For a constant velocity, acceleration is 0. Then lift force ma, a is equal to 0, so ma is also 0. So pseudo force is 0, and only you will feel same as your weight in this case also. And if the lift is moving upward with an acceleration a, then velocity increases acceleration increases, and you will feel that. And acceleration at one particular acceleration is, let us say, a, then you will feel the reaction force is mg plus ma. That is why you will feel more weight. This extra ma force is a lift force or your pseudo force. Okay, and in the next case, if you take lift is accelerating upward at the rate of g, so velocity increases since acceleration, and acceleration will be g, and the net reaction force will be mg plus mg. So you will feel double of your weight. And if you take another condition, the lift is accelerating downwards at the rate a. So here also it may increase or decrease. Okay, acceleration means it may increase or decrease. Okay, and it is downward. So downward means which is opposite to the. It is downward. So you can tell that increases. You can tell velocity, and acceleration you can tell minus a, and your net weight what you feel, that is only apparent
Yeah.
weight or
Hello, sir.
lift weight. Oh yeah.
Minus M.
Yeah, please tell. You will feel.
Wait, sir.
Huh?
So we feel less in our.
Yes, you feel less weight. So this extra minus ma term is a lift force. That is only pseudo force. And here lift is moving downwards. So with the acceleration minus g, it will be, so mg minus mg, which is equal to 0. So you will feel weightlessness. Okay. If the lift is accelerating downwards with an acceleration g, you will feel weightlessness. So, but actually your weight is not changing. Your actual weight is not changing, but because of this pseudo force, you are feeling either heavy weight or less weight or zero weight. Okay. This extra term, whatever we are adding, ma, mg, minus ma, minus mg, is called pseudo force. Okay. This is what this lift, we can consider it as a non-inertial frame. And here why we have to take minus a, actually you see here we have to draw free body diagram. For example, you are in the lift and lift is moving downwards with an acceleration a. Okay, and if you see your weight is downwards mg, and lift force is also, net force is downwards ma, and normal force in the lift, let us say some n, and that is only reaction force. And if you frame the net force equation, ma is equal to mg minus n, So from here reaction force n is equal to mg minus ma. So in this way you are getting minus ma in this term. So while when the lift is moving downwards, you are feeling less weight. That means mg minus something. So that is why you are feeling less weight. That something force is what? Pseudo force. Okay, this is also whatever we have learned, that is 4 steps: deciding the system, identifying the forces, drawing the free body diagram, and again finally writing the net force equation. So from here, reaction force you are getting it as mg minus ma. That is why you will feel less weight. Okay. So let us try to understand this example. A simple pendulum, a mass of bob m is attached to the with a string in this situation, and if you see with respect to this car, the position of the simple pendulum is not changing, so acceleration of this is 0. If you try to make the forces acting on it, that is mg is acting downwards, and t sin theta, sorry, t cos theta will act upward because angle is here. Due to the string, there is a tension. T cos theta upward, mg is downwards, and there is no vertical displacement, so mg is equal to t cos theta, no doubt. And if you consider the horizontal forces, so this car is moving along horizontally, so that force is ma naught, ma naught. Okay, so we have to add or subtract depending on the applied force. This extra term we have to add here, ma naught, that we can understand like t cos theta, t sin theta component will act rightwards and ma naught will act leftwards, or t sin theta which will be equal to ma naught. That ma naught is a pseudo force. Okay, that is what they have written. Horizontal component t sin theta minus ma naught is equal to 0, or ma naught is equal to t sin theta, and vertical component t cos theta minus mg, which is equal to 0, or t cos theta is equal to mg. If you do 1 and 2, 1 by 2, then you can understand at what angle it makes with a vertical. The question is at what angle it makes with a vertical. Theta value you have to understand. So t sin theta by t cos theta, if you do, then you will get that gets cancelled. Theta is equal to tan inverse a0 by g. Here we need to understand we are adding ma naught force, that is pseudo force along the horizontal. Okay, why? Because this car is a non-inertial frame. It is having an acceleration a naught with respect to earth. Okay, some other acceleration. It is not same acceleration with respect to earth. So that is why we consider it as a non-inertial frame. So in the case of non-inertial frame, there is a pseudo force, that is ma naught will act on this mass. Yeah.